What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? So we got another test video with the unique types. So this is going to be the extreme agility hyper Meta-Rilldo. So I'm guessing a lot of you guys haven't seen him at 100%. So obviously with the private server usage as a test environment, we'll go ahead and test them out. I haven't really seen a maxed out status of this guy, and there's a reason for that. I mean, it's not meant to be rainbow starred or whatnot, but I'm always curious as to what it is. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other whether to invest orbs into him or not. This video is basically to allow you to make that judgment yourself. So let's go over the stats a little bit of this guy. In terms of leader skill, he does provide +3 key HP attack and defense of 50% for extreme agility types. He did come out on the banner with the agility pun, I think. He is the extreme support type, whereas Pound was the super support type for agility. Alright, so the super attack will do supreme damage to enemy and also greatly raises attack for 1 turn. So when you see the additional attack kick in for another super, you'll see that fluctuation in attack. In terms of passive skill, this is where his benefit does come in. He does provide +3 key for agility types, and for extreme agility types he'll add attack and defense increase of 40% on top of that key boost, so definitely beneficial there. In terms of link skills, he's got loyalty, thirst for conquest, auto regeneration, GT, mechanical menaces, and shocking speed. So really it's thirst for conquest for 15% increase to attack. Other than that, it looks to be mostly key links, which is fine, but the fact that he provides a +3 key boost himself, for the most part, the rest of the characters in the team usually won't struggle for key. Alright, so in terms of HP attack and defense at rainbow status, since it is a private server, the stats may differ a little bit. In the game, in actuality, the HP max will be 12,935, where attack will be 13,680, defense is at 9,633. So yeah, like I was saying, he was part of that agility character, agility type exclusive summons, where the agility pawn was. 12 key multiplier at 135%. Now it's kind of a pain, but you could technically farm his SA through the GT story mode. I personally wouldn't want to do it because it seemed like a real pain in the ass, but the option's definitely there. Alright, so it looks like he's about to go into Dokkan mode, and I'm sure if you noticed that I do have him linked up pretty often with the Super Baby because of the Thirst for Conquest link skill that has 15%. Alright, so 640k with Dokkan mode, so yeah, not too much. I mean, he's honestly a support type unit, so he's not going to put out a crazy amount of damage. But these guys are much weaker, so I expect a higher output, probably maybe a little bit over 1 million here. So we'll go ahead and find out what kind of damage output he's got. And obviously, I'm sure you could already tell, but this is a Super Android 17 double lead setup on a extreme agility team. He does link pretty well with the Thouser card. There's a couple link skills that he shares, like I think loyalty and shocking speed. A couple of those were, the ones that he does link well with. There's a variety of options how to set it up, and the Meta-Rilldo card himself does provide, again, that key boost and also the attack and defense of 40% for extreme agility type. So he benefits the overall team itself more than, you know, providing the damage potential. But again, you know, it's like my 100% version of the agility golden Frieza. I mean, he's, you know, well known as a tank, but you know, I went ahead and rainbowed him, and the fact that he can hit pretty decent on top of being a tank, I mean, that's an added bonus. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you got plenty of dupes, I mean, you know, it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. These videos are basically to visually display what the potential is. Now, given the potential system with the setup, I mean, every level is at 20, and then, you know, that's that unrealistic factor a little bit, but you know, it's better than kind of guesstimating what its potential is. So, you know, again, that's what the purpose of these types of test videos are for, and I'm sure it's benefiting some people, if not a lot of people, as I'm hoping. Alright, so this Android 17 does provide, I think, 20 to 25% boost toward attack also. So he did put out a little bit higher in damage potential than a typical setup, but I don't think Bowser had the Thirst for Conquest Link skill. I'll have to check that, but I'm not, you know, entirely sure if he had it or not. Yeah, the only Link skills that he does share with the Meta-Rilldo is Loyalty and Shocking Speed, I believe. So in terms of attack links, there's not really any. And like I said, Rildo himself only has the Thirst for Conquest, 15% boost to attack. So again, you know, he's more or less meant to be a support unit. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. But he's about to go into Dokkan mode, so let's see what kind of damage we're looking at. So right around 800,000 without the critical, probably 1.1, 1.2 mil probably with the critical. So I mean, obviously nothing crazy, and I mean, this is a type disadvantage against Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, so you know, I don't expect a lot of damage. maybe 200 to 300 max. That's my guess. Actually, he did a lot better than I assumed. With the critical, he hit for about 600,000, so that's actually not too bad. But I guess he would have hit for about 200 to 300 without the critical, you know, on a normal setup, I guess. I mean, baby Vegeta there hit for about 150,000 without the critical, so I'm guessing it would have been something similar. Alright, so I switched it up a little bit, and we're on the physical type Super Vegeta event, and obviously these guys are much weaker, so you're seeing higher output here, but yeah, so about 800 to 900,000. So as you can see, you know, he's a great support unit. He's able to give the rest of the guys enough ki to where, you know, it's pretty much guaranteed a super every time. Granted, I did focus on Link skills when building this team, but I mean, it's honestly, it wasn't too difficult to customize that. Alright, so we'll just go through it a couple more times and just kind of see the damage output, but you know, again, just wanted to let you guys see visually what kind of you know, damage potential he's got. As you know, again, he's a support unit, so that's really what it comes down to. So against Super Vegeta, he hit for about 435,000 with the critical. Taking a decent hit, but 12,000 honestly isn't too bad. Alright, so we've got the non-Dokkan Awakened version, so let's go ahead and take a look. I think last time he hit it for about 435, and then, let's see what happens. So a little bit better, 524, but Android 17 was in that rotation, so he did have an attack boost on top of what he had before. So we'll try one more time against the Transcendent version here, and let's see what kind of damage potential he's got. So about 381. So hopefully that kind of gave you an idea what his potential is.